So I have to tell you guys, today the most beautiful thing happened on the morning session. As I was doing the meditation, and I have a new Apple computer on which the Siri is on. So normally, whenever the Siri thinks that I'm asking for it to do something, it'll come on automatically and say, okay, what can I do for you? It normally always asks, what can I do for you? And then today, I'm happily doing the meditation, and suddenly, in the middle of it all, the Siri comes on and says only three words: I am here. That's it. Nothing else. I am here. And then it goes completely quiet. It was money telling us, okay, I'm here. And I went completely like, I could feel the goosebumps in every part of my body. But I kept quiet barely for a few seconds, and I started speaking again. And I thought, okay, maybe the Siri will speak again that, oh, I couldn't understand you. Or can you repeat what you said? Which is what normally it does. No, nothing, just one announcement: I am here. And I was just like, wow. And that was just so beautiful. Money announcing that he is here. Anyways, welcome to everyone. And today's topic is domestic abuse, domestic violence. As usual, we pick up a very, very heavy topic. All of us have known people who are going through domestic abuse, domestic violence. It's a very prevalent thing in the society. I don't even say the word society because society means nothing to me. But many of us have come for that lesson. And so, what lesson is that? Is what we are going to find out in today's webinar on domestic abuse, domestic violence. When people are going through something in the physical sense, if there is something that's happening in their household on a daily basis, you are clueless as to what you should do. So I am going to touch upon a method in which you can ask guidance. And as you ask guidance from a higher frequency, whatever the steps are, you can start to follow those steps. And as you follow those steps, the right answer for you will come through. There is not one correct answer for everyone. That there might be somebody to whom the correct answer would be, walk out of the house. To somebody else, the correct answer might be, wait and see and do this job or do this work on your inner self. Whatever the correct answer is, it will come to you when you start to understand a lot more about what your energy is holding for you. So we'll touch upon that guidance part as well. I already have videos out there which are short clip videos which explain how to take guidance. And if you've not started to do that yet, well, start now. Again, if you feel like this session is going to be of importance to somebody, you can simply send them the link and they will know how to move forward from there. Always remembering that each one is a Shiva. Everyone is a Shiva. And starting from there, what energy is it that creates this scenario for ourselves, that there is somebody out there who is bullying us? Abuse of every kind means that in the energy, there is something which is creating these actors on the outside. There is something in your energy that is creating these actors outside, and to how to look at that energy. So the first thing that I tell people is that if somebody is not showing love for you, or rather, if somebody is showing the worst form of hate for you, that is by being physically or even mentally abusive. Again, abuse doesn't have to be that you have to be hit. It can also be verbal. It still hurts as much as a physical abuse hurts. And so what is it that is creating abuse in your life and in and around you? Why is it that there are actors who have to play out this role? The first and the foremost reason is that because in your energy, you haven't understood yourself, or rather, you have forgotten your own godliness. The fact that you are Shiva, you are the creator of your own energy. Whenever somebody outside is not showing us love, please understand that it is our separation from ourselves that is being shown through an actor. And in that energy of yours, there is sitting so much separation from you, the Shiva, and you who's feeling so helpless and such a victim, because that's what abuse does. Every time we are a part of abuse and we are on the receiving end of abuse, what is it that we create for ourselves? We create helplessness, and we think of ourselves as being lesser and lesser, lesser and lesser of whoever we are. Somebody else has more power. I don't have that much power. Somebody else is capable. I am not that capable. I am in the hands of another. I can't do anything. So, all of these feelings of despair, of helplessness that are actually created, and you go sit deeper and deeper into that. This helplessness, this despair, this sadness, this hurt was already sitting in your energy field. And as it was sitting in your energy field, it started to create and manifest this reality around you. When you are unaware, you have very, very little choice but to sit more and more in these emotions. It is only when you start to come to awareness that you actually start to separate yourself from the emotion. That is the point when you can actually see that, okay, this is coming from my energy, but there is a way that I can look at it separately and I can release it from myself. The creation is happening in the energies. The body is simply the experiencer of everything that is happening from the energy. What is it that you can do? You can start to release whatever it is that is not serving you. Is your helplessness serving you? Absolutely not. Are you still a part of the source? Absolutely yes. So now starting to understand more and more that we are the source. We are from the source. So understanding that, what does that do? It enables us to come out from that helplessness, to come out from that I can't do anything victim position. What happens is that we start off with sadness, we start off with considering ourselves lower and lower. And as time goes by, we build a lot of anger as well. So, where is all of this anger going and collecting? Again, in the energy. So, what is it that we want to do? We want to now start releasing each of these emotions. We want to come from a place of power. My one sentence, which is beautiful for all of this, is I am awesome. So I tell everybody to actually sit and chant to yourself, I am awesome. As you start to chant the I am awesome, at least initially, you will find a lot of resistance. If I am so awesome, why is this happening to me? So, this is what? This is doubt on your own awesomeness, on your Shiva. So, what is it that we will do? We will release the doubt as well. Yes, we can't see right now how awesome we are. So, everything else that is clouding our vision right now, the sadness, the anger, the doubt, the rejection, the hurt, the pain, we are going to start releasing all of that into the candle. For many of you who are new, well, there's a candle process that I teach to everybody that teaches you how to separate your emotion from yourself. It's called the positivity process, especially the first webinar explains it to you. I'm going to start releasing all of these emotions from my energy field, because every time I look at somebody else, if my finger was on them as to how bad they are, how can they be such a terrible human being? Also, if you can't talk to people about it, then there is a ton of shame that you're carrying as well. Why? That person is the actor. You are the one who's carrying all of these emotions in your energy field. And when there are emotions in our energy field that are not serving us, well, two things we do. The first thing is the candle, and the second one is, of course, to tune into the frequency of Meenal. As you tune into the frequency of Meenal and you chant, I am awesome, you will start to feel your own Shivaness. What I call as Shivaness or your godliness is simply your frequency of knowing, the part where you know that yes, you are awesome. You will start to move more and more into that frequency. And as that happens, people say, okay, I'm only doing this, but how is it going to change what the other person is doing outside? He doesn't know what all I'm sitting and chanting. But that's because energy doesn't work like that. Energy doesn't work in the separation of body, and his frequency and your frequency are at a match. And that's why the two of you are there. When sometimes something is happening and you want to say something, you want to scream out something, you're angry, but what is it that you do? Not just in this situation, but in many situations you've been taught that keep quiet, and keeping quiet prevents many of fights. And it's such a beautiful fallacy, it's such a wrong notion. Because what is it, who is it that is keeping quiet? The one that is keeping quiet is the body. Who is the body? Simply the experiencer. Where is the experience getting created from? From the energy field. So the body is 1%, your energy field is 99%. And that 99% where you're feeling so angry. And what is it that you are doing? You're keeping your mouth shut. What is it that you are creating? You are creating suppressed anger by keeping your mouth shut. Where is that anger going and sitting? That anger is going and sitting in your energy. And this energy is constantly talking to that other energy. So, what is it that the other person is receiving? It's receiving 1% of your quiet, and it's receiving 99% of your suppressed anger. And so, when they act next, it's from this place of receiving that anger. You say, no, I haven't even given anything. No, you have. Your 99% has given out the anger. Their energy has felt it. And all their actions, the next actions, are simply going to be again a play of your energy. Always a play of your energy. So, what if we were to reverse the scenario? What if you were not to keep quiet, and yet in the energies you would not have suppressed anger, but you would be at peace? But at the face of it, in your, on your face, there would be anger, you would be shouting, you would be screaming. What is it that is going to happen then? Well, again, the same thing. From the 99%, they are going to receive peace. And from the 1%, they're also going to receive this anger that that you are venting out or creating anger. But when will this scenario happen? That your 99% is at peace and your 1% is the one who's doing the shouting and everything. This can only happen in awareness. Awareness of your emotion. As somebody starts to play out an act, and you recognize that this time the finger is not on them, but all the fingers are squarely pointed at you and saying, okay, what is it that my energy is right now playing out for me? And when you can immediately release all of those emotions, you might think it's difficult, but as you start to practice, it happens almost instantly. If it doesn't happen in that moment, it happens 5 minutes later, as soon as the finger leaves that place and starts to come back over here. As all the fingers get pointed out over here, there is only one thing to do, which is, what emotion am I feeling? And can I release this emotion? Sometimes you might not be able to release the emotion because there's too much anger and there's too much blame pointed on the outside. But the minute you've caught the thread that it's my energy that's creating this, then whether you understand it in 5 minutes or in 500 minutes, you will know that it's all about you, and there is only one thing to do, which is to release your energy. When I'm not the observer, then what will I do? There will be anger inside and there will be anger outside. The words don't matter so much, but what the energy is behind all of this is exactly the same as your words. What if we were able to see before expressing the anger? What if we could come into peace? I do it all the time. Literally, I scold you, I fire you, I use like the worst terminologies possible and everything. And yet you come back to me the next day and say, thank you so much for all your scolding and all your beating, because it really helped us. Why is it that you are not able to beat other people and they come back to you saying, oh, this was so lovely? Why is it not that? Because as I'm beating you squarely, my fingers are constantly pointed within, and I'm constantly asking myself, what is it that I'm feeling? Because in that 99%, I'm still operating from oneness, from love. I'm not operating from separation. So when it is separation from my own self, then somebody will stand up, opposite me and show me that separation. But when I am in oneness with my own self, when I'm able to accept myself as the divine, I can be in oneness with everyone else. Who is everyone else? There is no one else but your mirror at all times. The only question that will give you answers at all times, what is it that I am feeling? Whatever it is that you are feeling, you are bloody storing over here. What is it that you got to do? You got to start releasing it through the candle process. Here's another thing. Energy doesn't work in a static place. So you are here. As you are here, the unaware or partly aware or whatever it is that you are sitting here. The other person, that actor, is matching you here. He has to match you here. When you move your energies by releasing, by tuning into Meenal frequencies, by moving into Masti, abundance, joy, all of that is going to raise your vibration. And so you come over here. As you come here, this person over here cannot be that. There's no more a match. So there's got to be something. Either he will move here or he will vanish. Whatever is the way, that way will show out for each of you separately. But when you are here at a consistent level, but what happens is that we are not here at a consistent level. When this happens, this person will have to shift and come here and be a changed person. But then what happens is we come back here again. We come back here. What will happen? This person will have to come back here and respond to you at this level, which is your energy. So, constantly working on ourselves to move here, to be in a higher frequency. And that's why I tell people, be in my energies at all times. Like literally say it to yourself 100 times in a day. If that's what is needed by you, if you are in that kind of a position. There was a person and he was in jail for the last 10 years. I went to him and told him the same exact lines. I'm in the frequency of Meenal and do the candle. In the jail, you're not allowed to operate with, matchsticks and candles and fire. So he was just simply looking at the sun, looking at the light, and releasing all that he was carrying. He was carrying frustration. I told him, release your frustration and shift into the frequency of Meenal. The universe will play in your favor. Understand that in the frequency of Meenal, the universe plays in your favor. He did that, and after 10 years of jail, he was out. And so, what is it that actually happened? His energy was here, there was a jail. His energy moved to Meenal frequency. In Meenal frequency, there is no jail. So there cannot be a jail. This cannot exist over here. This had to evaporate. This had to vanish. It's as simple as that. That wherever your frequency is, in front of you will only be actors who are matching that frequency. If you move your frequency up, they will have to come here or simply release you from their clutches. And if you move back over here, if they have already gone away, somebody else will come and start to play the same role. Why? Because the role has to do with your energy. Your energy is constantly handing out roles to people around you. That's how all of the scenario in every situation works. Once you are shifting, the outside actor cannot be at that frequency. So now coming into the guidance part. So I normally tell people, ask for your answers from money. Money is the father frequency, and he comes to almost everyone. He is the fellow who said, I am here in the Hindi webinar meditation. So in my frequency, I mostly tune into money frequency as my guide, and I take the answers from there. He, being the father frequency, will guide me one step at a time. My entire journey gets broken into small bite-sized pieces, which I'm able to chew. It's too funny because there was a time when my regular chant was Om Namah Shivaya. Every time I would be into a problem, everything would simply just kind of erupt. And I would just I wouldn't know how to deal with it. So I would sit and chant some more. And then suddenly everything would be completely calm and everything would dissolve. And I couldn't understand that. And then when I started to understand the game of energies and frequencies, I laughed when I was one day given the explanation, you chant Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva is the complete frequency of non-judgment, doesn't judge on chaos, doesn't judge on order. So you say Om Namah Shivaya, tell him to give you a solution. He gives you the entire solution all at once. And there you are, completely confused. What should I do? Where should I do? He's guiding you through that as well. But except that, you and the body are feeling so, so bloody confused because there's chaos all around. And then chaos, Shiva doesn't care for chaos or order. So in the body, I just find it simpler to tune in and ask for my guidance from a money frequency, because father frequency, poor guy, he comes and gives you one step at a time, one step. He holds your hand right through it and he will take you through. They're all going to the same place, mind you. They're all going towards oneness. Whether you do Shiva, whether you do Nanak, you do Christ, you do anybody, they are all going to the same place of oneness. So now it's simply about you choosing as to where you want to be. And I say, okay, I'll take it, one step at a time when I can't understand much. So I ask money, I seek his help. Sure, there is help in the energies from him. I tell people chant Om Mani and sit down, and I have a short meditation. It's a 10-minute meditation. It's an audio meditation to get into the frequency of Meenal. It's on YouTube. You do that. You do that exercise of 10-12 minutes, and then you chant Om Mani. You sit with a pen and pencil and you write these two questions. The first question being, what is it that I am to learn from this incident or whatever is playing out? What is it that I'm to learn from it, so that we can get our learning through? Something cannot be happen unless there is something that we need to learn from it. So what is it that I'm to learn from this person? What is it that to learn from this scenario, this situation? And the second thing that I ask is, okay, give me the first step. Now, when the first step comes to you, it will come to you as either your thought, it might look like a vision, it might look like a voice spoke in your head, it could be anything. But even if it's simply your thought and you've thought about it for 100 times before, please understand that right now, as you are sitting at this vibration, that answer which might have come to you several times before, but you've not listened to it, at least know right now that that answer is coming from the guidance frequency. Once again, at this point in time, look within. Let us say the answer says, walk away. If the answer says walk away, and the answer itself gives you a lot of heebie jeebies, oh my God, how can I walk away? I have no source of income, and this is the only place, he's the one who's supporting me, or she's the one who's doing this to me, or I have no family. My family will not look at this very kindly. My parents will not support me. All of these are worries and fears that you hold. So if you act right now as per the guidance, mind you, you're acting as per the guidance, and so you will still find your way into that. You are still going to have to go through a lot of fears and worries because you haven't released them. So when you receive guidance and guidance itself makes you fearful, then first sit and release before taking action. There is all the time to take action, but before taking action, first you're sitting in this frequency of fear and worry and agitation and irritation and all of that. Take the time to, even with the guidance, if the guidance has given you fear, take the time to release your fears and move up in your frequency just a bit. Read the guidance again. If again it gives you fears, notice, have the fears gone down? If not, you've got a lot more releases to do. So start with the release process. People want to jump into action. Okay, so are you suggesting we should do this? Guidance mein aaya hai, I should do this. Let me run to it. If the guidance is suggesting you that, absolutely go for it. But before that, take some time to clear your energy. Guidance is coming from here, and you are sitting here. If you do this action from this frequency, it's going to be a lot of fears that you still have to process and release before you can come to this frequency. So I tell people, don't be in a rush for the action. As you start to release your emotions first. Whatever the action you are doing, look at the emotion with which you are doing it. As you start to release and release, you start to take your vibration slightly up. The work is going to get easier and easier for you. And it might so happen that by the time you get to this frequency, the guidance itself might change. Why? Because at this level, this was the guidance for this level. As you start to come up by releasing all of this stuff, the guidance itself can change. The guidance will come from this level. It could change at all times. Nothing in energy works on a static basis. It is constantly dynamic depending on where your energy level is. And so that's why I tell people, take guidance every day. Sit in guidance every day. Ask this question, what is important for me to know today? So you will get the answers, but please sit with pen and paper, and it's going to help you a lot because you will have your answers. You can go through that answer several times during the day. As you read the answer, what is happening? You're simply reading. You're not doing anything. You are simply reading the answer. And with the reading, what is happening? The guidance is that frequency, and you are constantly tuning into that frequency. We used to have all the mantras. We read the mantras. What does it actually do? To keep reading that mantra, what is it that is happening? Your vibration is slowly coming up to the vibration of the mantra, and that's when the mantra works. I see somebody new, Harish Shah, or maybe it's not new, but I'm noticing for the first time. 40 minutes passes in 44 seconds. Yeah. मेरा बोलते बोलते गला थक गया, तुम्हारे को 4 seconds नजर आ रहे हैं. Hi, who's that? Who's Harish? Is that
Hi.
Harish?
Yeah, I'm Harish. Wonderful to listen to you.
Thank you
Just
so
changes
much.
everything. My whole life is changing.
Oh my God, how
Last
lovely
week
is
I
that?
last week I attended your this thing struggle,
Yes.
and it has made a sea change in my life. Absolutely rocking. Life is just started moving.
So
So
beautiful.
probably I'm looking forward to your webinar. I would like to join your course when it's starting.
So yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah,
it's so wonderful to hear that made some changes and it's already showing up
and I'm
because
already
I
moving. I'm
always
already
love
watching.
magic stories.
Already watching our YouTube channels, and it's all awesome.
So beautiful.
And Rupaben has given me your name.
Ah,
She's
Rupa is
with
given.
me.
Yeah, Rupa is in love with me. So, she
Even I
attends.
have fallen in love with you.
Oh, sweet. I love that. Thank you
You are
so much.
awesome. You are awesome, and I am also awesome.
Thank you so much. That is absolutely wonderful. So wonderful to hear this. So
Thank you so
absolutely
much. Thank
wonderful
you
to
so
hear.
much.
Wonderful.
May God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank you
indeed.
so much.
So now, everyone absolutely everyone loves me, and that is when I say, why is it that everyone loves me? Because in my energy I have been clearing everything but love. I tell people, I watch my emotions like a hawk. I watch every time something comes, and it happens 20 times in a day, that you will come from separation. And the journey is not that you will stop coming from separation. The journey is to be measured by when you come into separation. Earlier, you took 1 month to kind of, let go of things. Then it started to, once you became aware, it'll start to take you, not a month, but a few days, maybe a week. And then you become more aware. And then the time will shorten itself down to that, something happens and very quickly you will be running after the answer, all guns pointed at yourself. You will only be looking at everything with, okay, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? What do I need to release? What do I need to release? And the more you keep doing that, the more empty your energy becomes. And then you can fill it up with whatever you like. And so I fill it up with a lot of masti. I'm constantly filling it up with love for myself, with this, I am awesome. Everything that I tell you, I have done it. It's been 6 years since my journey started. So everything that I tell you, I have done it day in and day out. People think that, oh, you are enlightened or something. And so now you won't be doing anything. And I say, no, enlightenment is every moment when I'm aware of my emotion, and unenlightenment is every that moment when I'm not aware of my emotion. So enlightenment and enlightenment happens 28 times in a day. There's nothing called an enlightenment in the energies, because energies are going to take you like this all the time. But your work is constantly inside to make sure that you choose your emotion. That's the only work we have, to choose our emotion. Because whatever is getting created outside is from our emotion that we've carried all this while. If we want to change what's happening outside and what will come up tomorrow, we got to change what we are thinking today and how we are thinking today and what is it that we are carrying in our energy pot, because that's simply what's manifesting. When we come back to the topic of today, domestic abuse, or somebody just hurting you, it's all about you not being able to understand that you are the creator. You are the creator of all of this, and you can change it. You sit in a very helpless position, and I say, release that helplessness. You don't need to carry it anymore. The more you carry your helplessness and your fears, guess what's coming up tomorrow? In some more quantities, more of the same, more helplessness, more fears. So if you want to move away from there, then you've got to start to understand that you are the creator. It is your energy. You are your Shiva. You are your Shiva. It's in your hands when you understand this. The only sad part about all of this is that we carry energy that we can't see. It's not like, you created everything in this life. No, you are not just 25 years old. You have been through so many different lives, and that's the energy that you are carrying. If that's the energy that you are carrying, the unfortunate part is you can't see what is your energy. The only way that you can see your energy is by watching it unfold in front of you. So again, I give this example a lot of time, that you are the project, your body is the projector, but the screen that you watch is coming from where? Your movie screen is not getting made at the movie screen. It's coming from the reel that you are carrying. But can you see the reel? Can you just see the reel like this and be able to watch the movie? No, you can't. You have to see only whatever is manifesting on the screen. And so when we look at the screen and we want to edit some parts of that movie, we can't go around cutting the curtain. That's simply a curtain. And those actors who are playing out on the curtains are actually playing out from that energy reel that you are carrying. So in all of these places, I constantly tell you to work on yourself, so that on your energy reel, you can start working and editing out the parts which are related to fear. I'm sure nobody is wanting to grow their fear. If you are not wanting to grow the fear, then the only thing that you have to do is to release it. If you are going to be fearful 20 times in a day, you have to release it 20 times in a day. There is only as many times as you go and sit in cow dung, you have to go and wash yourself off. There is no other choice. You have to wash, and then only you will be clean. Otherwise, you will continue to carry the cow dung, and then the cow dung will stink. That's the property of the cow dung. Then you can't blame, oh, why is it stinking? Why is it stinking? Why is my life stinking? Why is my life not good? Life is not good because you haven't washed off your cow dung. How does one know when it's time to walk out on an abusive marriage? Well, the thing that I tell people is this: if you've had this thought, why aren't you out yet? It already told you that you could be out. But the question is not about what is the right time. You walk out today. What energy are you walking out with is the question. You are going to change everything, your setting, your husband, your children. You can change anything. What have you not changed? If you haven't changed your energy, you can be rest assured that the actors are going to bring you something or the other which will show you your lack of self-worth. You don't understand that you are the Shiva. You don't understand that you are the creator, and you've put the finger outside on them. It might be any time. Today, right now, this moment is a good time, and this moment is a good time to do anything, to stay in the marriage, to walk out. You're talking about purely action, and I'm talking about the energy behind the action. No matter what you do, if you haven't changed your energy, then nothing is going to change. The actors might change. It might be a completely new actor. Instead of a husband, it might now be parents who will pick up this role. Instead of the parents, it might be somebody at work. Again, you don't have to be unsuccessful to be low self-worth. If very successful people do not recognize their own worth as Shiva, then they are going to attach importance to something external, their position, their job, their something. But with or without that, you are still Shiva. You are constantly that. You were born that and you are going to die that. The only difference is you might be aware or you might die unawares. If you die unawares, well, there's going to be another life that's going to be given to you, and you will come over there then. Till the journey brings us to oneness with ourselves. And when I say oneness with ourselves, I'm talking about not judging yourself. Not judging yourself to be higher, and definitely not judging yourself to be lower, but judging yourself as Shiva, because each and every one of us is simply that. The Shiva is not external, it is not that God form that you worship. When I talk about Shiva, I talk about the energy from which your creation is a constant happening. Your manifestation from your energy. You are creating everything, you are destructing everything. Who else are you but Shiva? If you don't want to be with someone, that somebody is an actor, maybe a person will disappear, maybe you can kick everyone out, and then what will happen? Your thoughts will become your actors. You will think about that time when that happened and that time when that happened, and your thoughts will become the same actors. You don't need physical manifestations, sure, but then thoughts will become that actor. A phone call will become an actor. Actors are simply something that triggers you. And as you have actors around you in the physical, today we are talking specifically about the physical, that you have actors around you who are showing you that you don't love yourself enough. When I am awesome, your judgments towards yourself fall, you will start to find that awesomeness in everyone around you. And so all of that is happening in oneness, and oneness is the goal. Don't shoot the messenger. And you know what? We always shoot the messenger. In our unawareness, the finger is always pointed this way. This person did this to me, that person is abusing me, that person is being violent to me. The finger is outside, that person is doing it. And what I'm telling you is, go ahead and change your energy from which that person is receiving that role. You are here when whatever is happening to you. If you are going to continue to be here, then surely enough, this was your yesterday, this is your today, this is your tomorrow. Even if this person goes away, you kick this person out, in comes another person, and he will be at the same energy level as you are. And that's when I say, release your energy. It is not working for you. Tune into Meenal energy. And once you are able to release your fears and tune into Meenal energy 100 times in a day, this person cannot happen. Because in Meenal's energies, there is no domestic violence, there is no abuse, there is nothing, there is joy and there is laughter. Remember to stay here. The minute you come back here, this is going to be again the outcomes. The outcomes of everything are as a result of your energetic frequency. It's not easy to give away all the anger and all the frustration and everything. Well, today is a good day to start. So as you start today, it's going to start happening. 100 times in a day, you will make this journey up, you will come down. Every time you come down, what's the work for you to do? Bring yourself back here again. The work for you to do is not to sit at this frequency, say, oh, nothing's happening. Oh my God, when is something going to happen? Why does it keep happening to me again and again? It keeps happening to you again and again because from here, you keep coming down again and again. Your only job to pick yourself and put yourself back up there again. There's a 10-minute meditation. If it suits you, put it on your earphones like 100 times in a day. You will stay here. I promise you, you will stay here. All right, people, time for meditation. Yes, my dear, we are going in for that 2-minute meditation. Oh, it's meditation time. Everybody's like, हाँ हाँ meditation तो करवा के नहीं मैं जा रही मैं नहीं करवा रही कुछ भी अभी हाँ so much disappointment well deal with it हाँ So here we are. Okay, I won't give you disappointment. Let me be the nice actor today. All right, the 2 minute meditation of 4 minutes. Let's see what comes up. So deep breath in and release. And another deep breath in and release. And put your fingers to the forehead and start to tap in and receive the energy. The energy from Meenal. Simply receive. And now you can stop tapping and all those who have played such roles that have hurt you physically or emotionally, to all those people that have hurt you right now in this moment, with this understanding that they were given a role by your energy, with this understanding, you can thank them for playing this role. Simply a role. And now, as you come into more and more awareness, you will be able to shift your energy, making this intent right now. Whatever answers are needed by me will flow to me with ease and grace. Over these next 5 days, I will stay tuned into Meenal's energies. I will receive the answers from Meenal energies. I will be able to release with ease whatever is not needed by me. With the understanding that until you release, more of these actors will simply keep getting created from your energy. So, right now, the deepest knowing within you that you are Shiva, you are your own creator. I want you to hug yourself physically. Take both your arms and hug yourself. And hug yourself deeply and thank yourself and your energies for all the experiences that you have so far been through. All the experiences, everything, just simply thanking your energies for the experiences. In this life, you have chosen to become aware. And so, thankfulness for that too. It almost seems that your journey is coming to an end because once you know that you are Shiva, that's all that remains, the only knowing that remains. You are Shiva. You can control your creations, and that becomes the only guidance that you will need. The only guidance that you need to move forward. In this moment of now, call for all those actors and hug them. Hug them. Not just thanking them, but hugging them for all the roles that your energy gave to them. If you are not able to hug them, then call for Meenal energies and call for money energies. And with that, you will find that you will be able to hug them easier. Let it be a group hug between you and them. And knowing that you can and will shift your energies as you wish. The power is in your hands. You are powerful. You are all powerful. You are not the victim. You are the victorious. Hug yourself once more. Bring a beautiful smile to your face. Om Mani. Okay, people. I think we are done with questions and with the meditation as well. Stay well, stay good, enjoy your life, be in love with everything. Awesome. Smile converted to laughter today. Wonderful. So beautiful.
Hi.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone, enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful time. Lots of love. And I hope to see you next Saturday. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Vanita. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. Lots of love to all of you.